In the repair shop today,
This is the most jammed fruit machine handle I've ever seen in my life, to be quite honest.
Jeff's in the hands of Lady Luck with a one-armed bandit stuck in the 1940s.
I want absolutely nothing, as usual.
You know, I've never really seen one of these. Love it.
A retro chair throws Dom and Sona's a curveball.
What I'm struggling with is I can't upholster these slices flat. I'm going to get that puckering of the
It'll all
fabric.
start creasing up because gravity is not on your side.
No.
While a miniature motorised chef keeps Steve and the Bear Ladies in check.
Does have a strange resemblance to Steve's shirt. They're going to be like twinnies when he gets this back.
First, an intricate piece of furniture has arrived, requiring the seasoned skills of wood restorer Will Kirk. Maymay Herriard
Hello.
knows its every nook and cranny.
Nice to see you.
Come on in.
Thanks.
God bless you.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the barn.
Thank you. I'm very excited.
Me too, because this table is amazing.
It's an amazing table. It's lovely.
Tell us about it, please.
Well, I grew up with this table. My earliest memories are of this table and the relationship I had with my father and this table.
So where did you grow up?
I grew up in the west of Ireland,
Okay.
and my father ran the fishing lodge Delphi. He had loads of guests,
Yeah.
and this table used to be the first thing you saw, and all the guests would see when they walked in. And
Yeah.
on it, I used to help my dad make fishing flies, and they're all kept in this drawer. So we spent hours doing all the little colourful feathers, and
Yeah.
because I had little teeny-weeny fingers,
Yeah.
I used to wind the little metal bits round the tail.
So how old was you when you was making flies? Because they're quite delicate.
My earliest memories, I mean, maybe 4 years old, but I mean, I probably wasn't being very productive. I was probably making a real mess of it. But as I got older, it used to be a kind of hobby we used to have together.
Did you ever go fishing with those flies?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you did?
My brother and dad used to make little fishing rods for
You're
me.
joking.
And then tie the string with a fly to it. So then we'd go down the rivers or go to Duloc and Finlock.
What a childhood.
That is a childhood. And what's your dad's name?
Alec Wallace.
Alec Wallace.
He's an amazing, amazing man and an expert fisherman as well. People have written about him.
Really?
My dad was a mathematician, and in the winter months he used to spend deciphering mathematical problems that people couldn't do from eons ago.
Really?
And it was always fascinating at the dinner table because his brain was massive.
Yeah.
He was such an incredible man.
Well, it sounds like a wonderful dad, isn't it? That's really cool. Is Dad still with us?
No, unfortunately. He died when I was 17. I lost him too young. Every time I look at this table, I just have memories that pop into my head of Dad. It sounds a bit corny, but it's true. Every time I walk into the porch, the first thing I see is the table.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, God. And it's very precious to me, and it just keeps him alive.
Yeah.
What would you like me to do with the table?
Oh, gosh.
there
Well,
loads?
this little acorn is damaged here, and there's an acorn missing here, but the biggest damage, which is
Oh, I can see
really
some
worrying,
damage
is
around
the
the back of there.
woodworm.
Woodworm,
It's
yeah.
woodworm.
Yeah. Oh, yes, and this massive crack is just getting bigger and bigger.
Okay.
So I'm having to put all the objects around the side when I put stuff on it, because I'm scared it's just going to go
Yeah.
and collapse. If it just can be repaired a little bit, I'd be so grateful,
Yeah.
because it's not going to last without your help. If you can, please.
I can't wait to get stuck in.
I can't thank you enough. I really, really, sincerely appreciate it.
You take care now, and we'll
Thank
see you
you.
soon.
See you soon.
All right?
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I really like this table. Loads of carving, loads of detail, Gothic. It's got lots of charm, but it's got a few cracks and missing pieces. There's a huge split on the top. There's also quite a lot of woodworm, so even though it doesn't look so bad, I'm actually quite concerned that there could be hidden damage there. Before I do any work to the table, I'm going to send this off to have it treated for woodworm. It doesn't mean that work has to stop there. I'm actually going to turn 2 new acorns for the sides. And there's a wobbly, loose acorn here that I can actually use to help me template them out. The acorn is beginning to take shape, so constant measuring and then just taking off slight amounts until it matches perfectly to the original acorn. I'm using some sandpaper now to smooth off the surface. But there we have it, my finished acorn. And compared to the original, I think it's pretty good. 1 down, 1 more to go.
Keen to get a handle on his next restoration is arcade games expert Jeff Harvey.
Hey, Jeff.
Hi, Dom.
You okay?
Hi.
Oh, look at that fruit machine.
It's lovely, isn't
Brilliant.
it? Or a one-arm bandit, as they're often called because of the handle, but it's a beautiful thing, isn't
Oh,
it?
it looks amazing.
For Tim McCann, having his prized possession up and running again would be a win-win.
Hello.
Hello,
mate.
Tim. Hi there.
You must be the lucky owner of this.
I certainly am.
It's incredible.
I've had this for nigh on 55 years.
Wow. Yeah.
Given to me by Grandpa Cornelius McCann. Grandpa McCann was a real character. What grandfather gives a 10-year-old child a fruit machine for a present?
Fabulous. Fabulous stuff, yeah.
So, to me, it was the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Were you close with your granddad?
I was too young really to appreciate him. He died very shortly after he gave me this.
Oh, bless you.
Which is part of the reason why I want to get this fixed up. It's a sort of link with the past. He used to have a shop in Sunderland known as McCann's Corner, and he had the first record dealership in Sunderland. He had his own record label. You know,
Goodness me.
he obviously had tenacity, he had drive, he had character. He was a dapper man as well, and he had a presence about him. He used to dress like one of Peaky Blinders, you know? And, you know, goodness only knows why he gave it to me, but it's a cheeky reminder of what he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's given me years of pleasure.
Oh.
And then my kids used to play with it as well. And we are now in the situation where we've got one grandchild, and the grandchild will learn to play the fruit machine.
That'll be a family heirloom, which is a lovely
Well,
thing.
that's what
yeah.
it feels like when it works. It's just all of those things that you remember, you know, that you put the money in the slot and you pull the handle and there's that satisfying whir and clunk, clunk, clunk. And then if you win, of course, the tinkle of the cash coming out into the thing at the bottom there. Sadly, it got broken. That doesn't work anymore.
Do you remember the last time that it actually worked?
20 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Really? That
Yeah.
long?
I mean, if you can do something with it, I'd be really, really grateful.
I will do my utmost for you, I really will.
Tim, it's been lovely to meet you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dom.
I look forward to seeing you again.
I
hope,
can't
yeah.
wait myself. See you later.
See you, Tim.
Cheerio.
Bye. Well, best of luck with it, Jeff.
Thank you very much. This was actually a very popular model, and it's called the high top because of its shape. You insert a coin, a nice 6 pence piece, that releases a handle, the reels spin round, and if you get a winning combination of 2 or 3 in a row, a cherry normally pays out too. Your money falls out here and you can spend your riches. Cosmetically, the machine isn't in bad nick for its age. Outside cabinets are not bad, needs a bit of cleaning up. This aluminium will polish up and will look much shinier and much more gorgeous. This plate showing the payouts might need a bit of touching up, but its handle, this is the most jammed fruit machine handle I've ever seen in my life, to be quite honest. Like all machines, they need to be used, and when they're not used, they really deteriorate quite rapidly. So let's take a look at what's inside and see what Lady Luck has in store for me. This comes off first. I'm going to just take its top off as well, if you forgive me. There we go. Normally they just lift out. Never known one like this. Oh, there we go. Whoa, that was really stuck. Whoa, here we are. Yeah, look at that. Nothing's really working much at all. This mechanism needs a good clean and a good degrease, so I think that's my first job. I have a sense that this machine has never been serviced. So I'm putting this degrease on the bits that really need it, and it should get rid of the old grease, which over time solidifies, so any good it used to do in the early days, it's now seized everything up.
Now the fly fishing table has been treated for woodworm, Will can set about the rest of his repairs.
Right, I'm going to try and get this top off now, so I can get a really good look at that split and how to fix it. I'm thinking that it's sort of been lightly nailed in place. I can pop those nails up and the top should come away quite easily. Now that light cracking sound isn't actually the wood cracking. This is probably glued together originally with a hot glue. And when that dries, it crystallizes. So when you actually move those two bits of wood away from each other, you get that cracking sound. Sounds like a creaky old ship. There we are. This has made it so much easier to fix now that it's away from the base. I'm gonna get this into the barn. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces here. And on the section that has actually split pretty badly, if I can trim off this rough edge, smooth it nice and flush, it should glue back together seamlessly. I've got 2 vices here, and they're gonna act as a spare pair of hands. I need to be really careful here. I don't want to take any of the wood on the stained front surface, because at the moment these 2 pieces join nice and flush. It used to have a wooden strut that runs across the centre that had broken away in time, and that's also why the top was sagging so badly. Got a nice crisp flat edge there. But I'm pretty confident that everything is now structurally sound and ready to nail in place. area where woodworm has almost shredded that leg. It's incredibly brittle. I've decided to use some wood filler. Almost using this filler as modelling clay, you can really quite easily build up the shape that you need just as it's starting to dry, sculpting it as you go. I'll leave that to dry, then I can start carving in the details.
The barn's next visitor is Sue Gent with an unusual toy. She's hoping mechanical mastermind Steve Fletcher can bring back its fun factor.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Sue. And what have you brought me?
Well, I call him the pancake dog, but it's burgers that he cooks.
Oh, is it?
But because he used to flip them,
Yeah.
to me that was more pancakes than burgers.
And where did Pancake Dog come from?
It was a Christmas present from Mum and Dad when I was about 5 or 6. When he flips his pancake, his
Yeah.
ears go up and his eyes go up.
That looks really good fun.
It was fun. It was fun, yeah. I've got memories of my little brother, who was 1 or 2 at the time. I think he could just get his head over the table and his little hands on the table. And obviously Pancake Dog was working
Yeah.
and we were both all laughing and he was giggling and jumping up and down.
What was your brother's name?
Andrew.
Did you keep Andrew away from Pancake Dog when you got him?
I was quite protective of a lot of my things when he was around. So, as toddlers are, they're quite heavy-handed, aren't they? But we used to fight like brothers and sisters, I think, generally do. But we were close. And if he was ever picked on, then I was the big sister that stuck up for him.
Of course, yeah. The clothes look as if they're absolutely falling apart.
He stopped working, must have been when I was into my early teens. And he's been in a plastic bag for many decades, but he's still rotted. There's not much of clothing left on.
So why have you kept him all of these years?
There's a lot of special memories in Pancake Dog. There's memories of my brother, and unfortunately he died when he was 26. He had a car accident. He did survive, but unfortunately a year later, complications set in and we lost him.
It's a very difficult time for you.
And it's something I said I was always going to get repaired. But now, for my dad, because he's got Alzheimer's and vascular dementia, and I was hoping that seeing him working again might spark some memories of me being a child, my brother still being there, and it'll take him back to those happy times.
Yes.
The greatest thing would obviously be to see him working again.
Yep.
But if he can't be working again, then I think if he could be tidied up, I'd still take it to show Dad, you know, to see if he did recognise it.
Well, Sue, I really, really hope I can get Pancake Dog working properly and hopefully provoke some memories.
I hope so. I really hope so.
I'll see what I can do. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for bringing him in.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. These toys that were made in the 60s and 70s are amazing. There's a lot of mechanics inside because the arm has to tip. I think the whole body rocks. These ears, I can hear there's some mechanism as I just lift them gently. The battery compartment, slightly rusty, not terribly rusty. And the first thing I'd normally do is pop a couple of batteries in there, turn it on, and see if it does run at all. But there are some wires that are off. What I think I'll do is take Pancake Dog off of the stand and take the clothes off, get him over to Julie and Amanda so that they can hopefully make some new ones, and also maybe do something with the fur, which it's really deteriorated. Then I can start taking the body apart. So that wire runs up the leg there, and I don't know where it goes. I think it just goes to an electric motor. And I'm really hoping that when I get into the body, that electric motor is going to run.
Games restorer Jeff is not on a roll till he's freed up the seized-up mechanism of the fruit machine.
The degreasers work really, really well because so many of these parts were absolutely seized. But of course, now I've taken all the grease away, I need to re-grease it. There's an awful lot of moving parts inside a fruit machine like this because it's actually clockwork, in fact. As when you put a coin in, it allows the handle to operate, which then winds the machine up, gets the reel spinning, and the payout. So they're very clever. No electronics or electrics in this machine at all. Well, hopefully that's enough lubrication now, and it's a moment of truth. Will the machine work if I try and give it a whirl? So I'm going to pretend to be a handle. So I'm going to tell the machine there's a coin there by holding this, push this down very hard. Geronimo! Lovely, that didn't sound bad at all, actually. You can actually hear if a machine's working properly because you want the reels to spin freely. You want to hear the dick, dick, dick as they break, and then also the click of the payout. Las Vegas, here I come. I won absolutely nothing. As usual, that's normal for me on a fruit machine. But the thing I did win was hearing it work.
But to be fully revived, the one-armed bandit still needs its one arm to be functioning.
Right, so I'm hoping this will come out. Right, fabulous. Now this should turn quite easily, and it's not. I've never seen anything like it. It's like it's being welded together. So I need to stick it in the vise, and a little bashing about hopefully should do it. But before anything, I'll put in the magic ingredient, which is a lubricant. I'm hoping we'll get a little bit of movement. Fingers crossed. Got to be quite careful. I don't want to damage anything, but I can feel some movement already. Look at that. That's amazing. Still a bit stiff, but it moves. So this is excellent news. Yeehaw! I'm a very, very happy man. Now the handle is freed. We can get the handle back in the cabinet. Once we get the mechanism in, we've actually got a fruit machine. That's amazing. There are various symbols that are iconic on fruit machines, and so plums, cherries and oranges. And one of the theories about it is that when fruit machines were a little bit dodgy legally, they were disguised as fruit gum vendors. And I'm painting the award card, which tells you what you're going to win if you're lucky enough to get the right fruit. I don't have to be totally accurate because there's little indentations where all the fruit symbols are. And what I want to do is fill them with paint, and once it's dried, I can rub off any excess, so I don't need to be a Van Gogh or anything like that.
As Will gives the fly fishing table a once-over, Jay's finished putting his artistic skills to the test.
Having a break?
Hey, I'm cup of tea and admiring this lovely table.
You've done a lovely job on that. And look at that.
What is that?
Flies. So I thought, put it in the drawer.
That's really nice.
Yeah?
That is really nice. I thought that they were earrings. No. Okay. I obviously haven't been doing much fishing, Jay.
But watch out, these are sharp. If these get in your fingers, you've got a problem.
Okay.
All right?
Cheers, Jay.
All right.
This intricately carved table that once belonged in a fishing lodge had fallen victim to woodworm, splits and losses. Now Mimi is back to reclaim the piece of furniture that holds memories of an idyllic childhood with her dad.
Hey,
Hello.
welcome back.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yes?
Yeah,
Is there an empty space in your house at the moment?
I'll say.
What are you hoping to see?
I'm hoping to see the crack mended and the woodworm mended and maybe an acorn or two back. Be nice to actually put things in the middle, because before I was so scared I was putting it around the edges because I didn't want to break it.
Shall we have a look?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Wow. Golly, look at that. It looks amazing. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's incredible. Oh my goodness. Oh, you've done everything. I mean, you've done all the little acorns. Oh, hello. Hello. So shiny. Oh, wow, look at this. Well done. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Can I open the drawer?
Yes.
Oh! Oh, fabulous! Oh, my goodness, thank you. And you've done the bit in the middle. That's amazing, thank you. You've done everything.
Yeah, well, I'm pleased I have, because you've been very thorough with checking it over.
Oh, it's lovely. Oh, it's lovely, thank you.
You seem quite pleased.
Yeah. My heart's going about 50 miles an hour, and I'm just so grateful. Just so grateful. Just grateful, thank you. It was a big part of his life and a big part of our life, so it's just amazing. Golly, it's extraordinary. It's come up so beautifully.
But it was lovely to see you again, and it's been an absolute pleasure to fix this for you.
Thank you very much, Will. Thank you.
Cheers, bye-bye.
Bye. The more I looked at it, the more the memories came back, and there was just that huge connection with my father and the fact that the table's now going to last and it's going to carry on, whereas before it was on its last legs, literally. I'm hoping that it will continue to be passed down through the generations, and then that will help keep my father's memory alive.
Keen to get the ball rolling on the barn's next repair, expert upholsterer Sonaz Nuranvari.
That can't be the original foam in here. What do you think, Jay?
No.
That definitely needs addressing.
Yeah.
But it's quite amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is really cool. I mean, super cool.
Much loved by Nina Tillett, it holds some very special memories.
Hi.
Hello. How you doing?
Good, thanks.
So, Nina, this beautiful chair is yours, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
It's a spinning ball chair. It is really, really cool. Where'd you get this from?
My auntie and uncle had it when I was a child, and I loved it so much that they always said that I was going to be the person to have it.
They must be stylish, because that is a really stylish chair.
They bought it in, I think, in 1973,
Okay.
and it was £250.
73?
Yeah. And at that time, they only earned £30 a week.
Wow.
They walked around Manchester and had, I think, a brandy or two, and then went back and bought it.
Bit of Dutch courage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your auntie and uncle's names?
Janice and Tim.
Janice and Tim. Are they still with us?
Tim isn't, Janice is.
OK.
Yeah. My auntie moved up north when my uncle died, so she said that's, you know, time for you to have the chair. But anyway.
Were you quite close with your auntie and uncle?
Oh, God, I'm very, very, very close, yeah. My uncle's favourite saying was, me casa, su casa. Just totally relaxed, loved a drink, loved a laugh. They were almost like mum and dad. And my cousins, we spent hours and hours and hours whizzing around in this chair.
Yeah.
All four of us. It's amazing it's still on the base, to be honest with you. I love this chair so much because it's like you are in an environment that is just comfort. It just reminds me of how many hilariously happy moments that we had, and this chair was always part of those moments.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel so connected to the chair, because it just makes me smile.
Thinking of those memories, yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. My uncle used to make model railways, and he would make all the stations, and since he died, I've inherited some of his kit, so I've got paintbrushes and work stuff, and he was so encouraging to me because he was actually a maker.
Right.
And I'm a maker for a living. I make props for windows.
So he's influenced you then, basically,
Yeah.
Inspired you to
Yeah.
do that. Wow.
So what's prompted you to get this restored now?
I was sat in it and I was just like, come on, Neens, do something about this. It has significantly dropped on this top bit.
And was the chair always looking like this? Because this doesn't look like a 70s fabric.
No, this has been reupholstered in the 80s, but it was also reupholstered in the 70s.
What colour would you want the fabric to be?
I think a petrol blue.
OK.
Apart from the fabric, you've got some patina there that tells a lot of stories about its life.
The marks are probably from messing around in it all those years, but I see the chair as definitely having some new life breathed into it.
And we're smarting up the base?
Yeah, I mean, that would be fantastic, if at all possible.
So kind of get it back looking how it was when they first bought it then?
As close to.
As close?
I'm already trying to upholster it in my mind, but it's going to be in safe hands.
Nina, thank you for bringing this in.
Thank you.
I'm going to see you soon.
Yeah, see you soon. Bye.
Take care, won't
Bye-bye.
you? Bye.
I'll tell you what, Sonas, I do not envy you. This is going to be interesting.
I'm sort of quite looking forward to the challenge.
This is what I love about you. You're always up for a challenge, and this is probably one of the biggest you've done, I think, because all of that surface that's in there is open to the eye.
Yeah.
There's no hiding.
Yeah.
You've never done one before, have you?
Ever, ever, ever.
Well, I'm going to help you out a little bit. I'm going to speak to Dom about the shell and also the base, but inside, it's all you. All right?
Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, God. I can really see the extent of that curve, just starting to really realise how challenging that is going to be to upholster. Not only have we got this spherical shape, but on this front edge, the fabric's going to need to change direction and come down. So we've got sort of two curves working against each other there. These foams, they need to go. They are crumbling. The only way to pattern this up is by taking all of these wedges out. I've just got to get on with it. Ooh.
While Steve's mind motors through the inner workings of Pancake Dog, Amanda's begun tackling his threadbare shirt.
It's in a really bad state. It's literally just falling apart. There's absolutely no way that we could save this piece of fabric. I'm pinning all this down onto my graph paper. Where there are bits missing, I can actually cut to the straight lines and make a perfect template for how it would have been. I've still got the trousers and his little apron and everything to do, so I'm hoping this is going to be the worst one. Get this one out of the way and the rest should be plain sailing. Does have a strange resemblance to Steve's shirt. They're going to be like twinnies when he gets this back.
Whoa, there we go. This is really good news, actually.
I'm pretty sure that inside the motor, there's some little things called commutators, and those commutators have got little bits of dirt and grime. That might be stopping it from working, so I'm going to poke a little screwdriver in there, just scrape in between, and hopefully that's going to help it start. The commutators are the part of the motor that actually takes the electricity from the batteries into the coils. They force the main rotor of the electric motor to turn and generates power. Right, I think that's done it. I'm just going to connect the electric supply up, and fingers crossed it'll go straight away. I'm not sure why it's not working at all. It's wanting to work, and I'm just thinking there's just too much friction somewhere that's stopping it. So I'm going to oil it through, and hopefully that's going to suffice.
This is Pancake Dog's little apron. Amazingly, it's still in one piece. So I'm going to lay it in this really mild liquid soap solution, and hopefully we'll get some of this dirt out. You won't believe what I've got here.
Go and show me.
Prepare to be amazed.
Oh, is that the original one?
It's the original apron.
Well done.
Just got to put a little bit of silk crepeline on here.
Okay.
Just to give it a little bit of reinforcement. And then you'll be ready for you to dress.
Fabulous.
Okay.
I'm at that nice stage now where I'm getting all the parts back assembled. I can't wait to see if the dog will flip the pancakes. I'm not sure yet whether it will or not. Excellent. Oh, brilliant. I'm really happy. Once I've got this base in place, I can then get the body parts on, and then I can get him over to Julie and Amanda so that they can get all the fur and the clothes on. It's going to look amazing. Susan's going to be so pleased, and this is going to bring back so many memories.
Upholsterer Sonnes still has a way to go with her project. She's just starting to recreate the ball chair's tricky, curved cushions.
I've used the old foams as a reference, and I'm using a really nice density foam, a little bit thicker than what's there because I want it to be really comfortable. That's all marked out. Now I can use my foam saw to cut that shape out and try it into the chair. I'm really trying to wedge that foam into position. These foams need to be really tight in there because the two here, well, all of them, in fact, are self-supporting, so they're not glued in at all, so they need to be wedged in there enough for them to hold their own weight inside that curve. This really has been a bit of a battle. There's still a little element of concern in the back of my mind that once I upholster them, that the shape might not be right. I don't want to feel too confident yet because there's a long way to go.
What an amazing thing.
What do you think?
You know, I've never really seen one of these. Love it.
What I'm struggling with is I can't upholster these slices flat because as soon as they go in there, I'm going to get that puckering of the
It'll
fabric.
start creasing up because it will get smaller as
Yeah,
it
yeah.
folds up.
Exactly.
Yeah, I understand. But why can't you cover them in there? Just do it
Well,
in.
I think it'd be okay on the middle one and the two sides, but as soon as I come up here, it starts getting really difficult.
Gravity is not on your side.
No, and I need to get it right first time when that fabric goes onto that foam.
Right. OK, well, how about then,
Yeah.
if I just sort of make a copy, like a mould, take like a fiberglass mould of a section of this,
Yeah.
that will hold enough strength that you can actually use that as a little form, work on the bench and lay them in that.
Fabulous.
That's helpful.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
amazing. And what do you think about the actual body of it?
Such a shame, all these scuffs, but a lot of that will come out.
Right.
If I can give the whole thing a polish. The base, on the other hand, I need to get inside, take some nuts and bolts off and have a look to
Yeah,
see.
that'd be great.
The bottom will, I think, need repainting. But I
Right.
can do that, that's no worries.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I'll get some bits together.
Thank you.
Nice one.
Jeff's work on the fruit machine is almost done.
That was the last bit on the casework, and now it's actually putting the mechanism back in. Sometimes they just go in, and sometimes they fight a bit. If you get it right, the mech just slides in and interlinks with the handle. Hooray! I know from personal experience how much a machine can mean to a person because I was given one by a very close friend who sadly died a little bit afterwards. And I think this machine will be very symbolic to Tim because it will be like the spirit of Cornelius is alive and well, inhabiting this fantastic machine.
After giving Tim and his family decades of fun, this vintage mechanical slot machine had completely ground to a halt.
I've not had a go on this yet.
Well, I was sort of keeping it especially for Tim. I thought you'd have first go and maybe you could have second.
Now Tim's returned to be reunited with the unusual childhood gift from his granddad.
Here he is.
Hello.
How you doing, Tim?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Hello, Tim. Lovely to
Hello,
see you.
Jeff.
Hello there.
So how you been?
Nervously excited. I was just thinking about how on earth you were going to manage to do what I hope you've done.
That's nerve-wracking, isn't it?
You're ready to see it then, yeah?
I can't wait.
Jeff?
Amazing. Does it work?
I've got some tanners or sixpenny pieces here.
Fantastic. I've won.
You won, really?
Excellent.
It's amazing. Can I do it again?
Of course you
Please
can.
do,
Come
yeah.
on. But don't win this time, yeah?
I won again.
Seriously? All right, go on, have another go. Go on, go on. I bet you don't win this time.
I won.
That's amazing.
Is that fixed?
No, I think it recognises its master and is pleased to see him.
I can't believe
actually.
it. What a fabulous job you've done, Jeff.
Oh, thank you very much. That's very sweet of you.
He's made up. He's like a little kid again, eh?
I feel like I'm a little kid again. But it was all down to Grandpa McCann.
The best grandfather to have in
It
the
was the
world.
best present I'd ever had.
Yeah, yeah.
So you brought it back to life.
Did my best. Yeah, thank you.
So what are you going to do with it now? It's going back home.
It's going in a corner so everybody can see it.
Fantastic.
And I've got grandchildren now. I'm not going to introduce them to gambling, but I'm sure they'll have a load of fun playing with this. Jeff, Thank you so much for doing what you've done.
It's been an absolute joy, and to see your reaction has made it priceless, so thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, see you guys.
Take care.
Bye.
I've got to have a go on this. Can I?
Yes, indeed.
To play that fruit machine again after 20 years, to put the sixpence in and hear the machine whirring away inside and then finishing with that satisfying clunk, is just amazing.
Here we go. Nothing.
Good.
All right.
To get that as a present was the best thing that I'd ever had.
Come on, jackpot, man. Nothing again. This is really cool.
I'm sure Grandpa McCann would be laughing to know that I'd kept it after all of these years.
Work continues apace on the ball chair as Dom prepares to recreate the curved form for Sonaz to use as a guide.
I am going to be applying the fiberglass directly to it, so I'm using a wax, and that is going to prevent the resins in the fiberglass from sticking and causing any damage to the original frame. Right, I think that'll probably do me. I just need to keep repeating this process. More resin, more fiberglass matting, build up the layers until I've got them all on this ball chair. Lovely. This is looking good. Oh, look at that. That is exactly what Sonaz needed. Sonaz.
Wow, that is incredible. Thank you so much.
No worries. Good luck with the rest of it.
I'm going to need it. I'm going to need it. Thank you. Having done quite a lot of extensive research into this design of chair, they all used this tweed style of fabric because it really does have a lovely stretch. Even without gluing it on there, you can see how it wants to take that curve without any ruching or puckering. This fabric is my friend. I'm going to glue the fabric to the foam. I spray both sides, wait for them to go tacky, and then commit to the stick. I've got to make sure that I'm putting enough glue on here for it to stick for a lifetime. If this works, I will be so proud of myself.
Now that Pancake Dog's got his inner mojo back, it's high time his appearance is restored.
Look at him! Oh. I love him!
Definitely needs some clothes.
He's got all, I've just finished making all the bits. So he's got a shirt, little trousers, his collar, his bow tie, it's all here. His little face, and the original apron.
Oh, fantastic. Can't wait.
There you go, me Julie.
Thank you
can
very
get on and
much.
put them all back together.
All his clothing and all his body parts were glued in place. The problem with the glue is it sets very quickly once it touches this cold metal. If I put something in the wrong place and it impinges on his mechanism, Steve's not going to be very happy with me. So I'm going to play it safe and stitch him into his clothing, at least to start with.
This charming mechanical chef once captivated two small siblings, but sadly, he'd lost all of his kitchen skills. For Sue, her old toy sparks memories of her younger brother, who died at the age of 26.
Hello, Steve. How are you?
All right, how are you?
Very excited. Yeah, I'm hoping he's looking a little bit better, and I'm hoping that he can flip the pancakes again.
It's been really enjoyable, and I hope that it's going to bring back a lot of memories.
I'm sure it will.
I'm excited as well. I'm just going to show you now.
Oh, wow. Gosh, he looks brand new. Oh, he looks great, thank you.
Julie and Amanda have worked their magic on all of the clothing.
He's got his original apron, but the rest of it we've completely replaced for you.
But you've replaced it like for like, haven't you? Because
Close as we could.
Yeah, that's what I remember. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Very welcome. He was great fun.
Does it work?
Would you like to have a go?
That's the noise. That's the noise. That's what I remember mainly. Oh, I just can't believe you fixed him. Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't want to turn him off.
When you brought him in, you talked about the way that Andrew would be at your side, just looking over the table.
Yeah, I can see his face. It's just all there, just in that one toy. To me, it's a treasure, really. I want to share it with my dad, so I'm going to take it to show Dad. Even if the first time I take it, it doesn't spark memories straight away, I'm just going to keep taking it back. In fact, I can't wait to take it.
I'm really hoping that it does bring back some memories for your father, and I'm glad it's brought back some memories for you as well.
Happy memories.
Thank you so much for bringing him in.
Thank you.
Right, bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Well done, Steve.
That was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, lovely.
Well done.
It was very emotional seeing him working again because it's just been so many years. My brother Andrew, if he could see Pancake Dog, he would be over the moon. He'll be as happy as I am, I'm sure.
All 5 of the slices of the interior of the chair are finally complete. I'm now on the final throes of what has been an epic, epic task. And I'm just sewing up the seat base because I made a whole new cushion for the chair. That looks perfect, perfect, perfect.
This worn-out retro chair's tatty reupholstery was right out of kilter with its sleek shape.
She's going to love it, Soneth.
I hope so.
She's going to love it.
I hope so.
It looks brilliant.
For Nina, the chair is a powerful reminder of happy times spent with her cousins and late Uncle Tim.
Hi, welcome.
Hi.
How are you?
Really, really excited. Slightly nervous.
Right.
But a good nervous.
Are you looking forward to having it back as your little nook?
Oh yeah, definitely. When you sit in it, it's like having a big cuddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope we've done Uncle Tim and you proud as well.
Oh, you're looking forward to seeing it?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh, no, wow! Yes! I love it. I literally adore it. It's amazing. Can I sit down in it?
Of course you can.
Oh,
How is it?
oh my God, it's brilliant. I don't think I could have asked for more.
Oh.
Honestly.
Is it nice seeing it like this now?
Yeah, I just can't wait to get it home, actually. I think I'm just going to, like, hang out in it for a couple of days.
Yeah. What's the first thing you're going to do in it?
Just take a second.
Yeah.
Yeah. And hopefully my auntie will come and visit and she can have a sit in it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Hopefully it'll go on for another 50 years.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for bringing the chair in.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, well done.
Well done.
I'm just trying to imagine my uncle's reaction. He was really, really, really enthusiastic as a person, and he loved life and made me think about him and that I miss him.